Hi LEGO fans! The weekend is finally here and I hope you're having a superbly satisfying Saturday. 5 more acrylonitrile butadiene styrene creations cower behind advent portals of doom awaiting our delight or devastation. Yes, it's day 2 of my advent calendar door opening thing. Yesterday was a solid start to Advent 2023. LEGO City did not get the memo about everybody putting up minifigures for day 1. They came in last place for their skiing snow person, but did get an extra point for festive gift of the day. Overall, it was a tough day sorting the Iron Men from the boys. I took a risk and put Iron Man in his Mark 85 armour in 4th place. That earned them 2 points and put them in joint last place with LEGO City. In the middle of the pack, 3 points went to LEGO Star Wars for Omega and her sled. It would have been easy for me to avoid a bat bogey hex, but against my better judgment, the boy who lived earned 2nd place and 4 points for LEGO Harry Potter. That means the early lead with 5 points is LEGO Friends. They gifted us Autumn, a mini doll complete with snowboard, helmet and snowball. Not even a missing lower limb could keep this free spirit from achieving gift of the day. Can LEGO Friends hold on to their lead, or will LEGO City come back with a kick-ass minifigure? I guess there's only one way to find out. Today we're starting out with my favourite LEGO theme. This is Harry Potter and we're going for door number 2. Let's see what we got. Nice minifigure yesterday, so I wonder what we've got to follow this up. And what do we have? Oh, well, yeah, I recognise the printed 1x1 brick there. That is definitely the design of Bertie Bott's Every Flavour Beans. I think this is going to be like a display from Honeydukes. Yeah, we've got Bertie Bott's Every Flavour Beans. That looks like a chocolate frog. And then we've got some kind of freeze pop. Oh, or is that, that'll be an acid pop, one of those things that burns holes in your tongue, if young Ronald Weasley is to be believed. Yeah, nice little thing. I'm not sure this is festive, but anyway, let's put this together and we shall see how it looks. And so our first gift on this Super Saturday is this small but perfectly themed Honeydukes retail display. Honeydukes is a famous wizarding sweet shop located in Hogsmeade. It's loved by students and teachers alike. The shop is run by Ambrosius Flume and his wife. This is not the first time LEGO has recreated Honeydukes. It was in one of the early waves of Harry Potter, and then much more recently. This miniature recreation features 3 of their most popular products. This, you may recognise, is a miniature version of Bertie Bott's Every Flavour Beans. Compared to the real thing, it's a lot smaller, but a nice recreation nonetheless. Also included is a perfectly adorable chocolate frog, just don't try to eat it. Chocolate frogs are famously made of 70% croco. This is presumably what allows them to hop around like an actual frog. Finally, we have a trans blue lollipop. I believe this is meant to be an acid pop, a specialty of Honeydukes. Suck one of these for too long and you will apparently burn a hole in your tongue. The last time I tasted something like that, I was drinking Fireball. The display on which these delightful confections stand is much less exciting. The one redeeming feature here is that it does follow the colour scheme of Honeydukes. Put everything together and it's a nice little thing, but definitely one for the Potterheads. I don't think I'm seeing anything festive about this, but I do like the inclusion of the 3 specialty wizarding confections. That might not be enough to win gift of the day, but I guess we'd better see what's inside the other calendars. Not a bad start from the Gryffindor Seeker, but we're moving on to calendar number 2. This is LEGO Friends and yesterday's winner with Autumn, so let's see how they're going to follow this one up. What do we have? Well, it's no mini doll, is it? Oh my goodness, what is that? Is it part of a winter village? It's just some kind of festive guff. I don't know, archway, it's got some berries on it. Oh, this is what we call in the trade calendar filler. This is not going to be very exciting, but anyhow, let's put this little gift or tragedy together and see how it looks. So from the Heartlake City Mafia we have something you never knew you wanted. Whilst this has no other redeeming features, it does have an impressive part count. I definitely see a connection point on this side, and the clip on this side points to some kind of recurring theme, which means we're probably going to get a number of these things. Whilst gift of the day is going to be a struggle, you can't doubt the festive credentials here. That classic combination of green, gold and red. The colour overload continues with teal and red cylinder elements. To be sure of my consideration for a festive bonus point, the LEGO Friends design team threw in a mound of snow and some ice. There's a word that rhymes with ice, but I wouldn't necessarily use it to describe this gift. This definitely in my mind qualifies as advent calendar filler. Now I know that Autumn enjoys a bit of carpentry. I just hope she didn't lose her hand cutting up wood for this monstrosity. After that terrible disappointment, we've got another A-list calendar. This is the Marvel Avengers, and let's see what we've got here. I am tearing it. Let's do that a little bit more gently. What do we have here? Oh, it's red and white and gold. It looks like some kind of ship, but I don't recognise it. To be honest, it's sometimes difficult to tell when they're all broken apart like this. So, yeah, not terribly excited about this, but does look like we get a trans element in there, which is kind of nice. I am going to put this Marvel Avengers ship or whatever it is together, and we shall give it some judgment. So apparently this little beauty is a holiday Quinjet. I guess this is what you're bored when you go on vacation to get terrible service and inadequate baggage allowance. You know, a little like Ryanair and Southwest Airlines. Speaking of airplanes, did you see the new camouflage jetliners produced by Boeing? I just can't see them taking off. But I digress. If a red, white and gold colour scheme makes something holiday, then this is definitely a holiday Quinjet. Quinjets are frequently used by S.H.I.E.L.D. and the Avengers. They have very agile flight capabilities thanks to their unique wings which contain turbine fans. I'm not seeing any turbine fans on this model, but there are gold wingtips which make this super manoeuvrable. The cockpit is represented by a trans-red cheese slope. I guess this isn't very good for visibility at night. I do like the plastic shield element up on top, that's a nice touch, and around the back we have some features which look like the engines. While I do like the end result, the instructions on the box were not exactly clear. I think I've got this right, but I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments if I messed anything up. It's not especially exciting when you sit it on the ground, but when you mount it on a trans element and show it at a dynamic angle, it looks a lot better. I like the way the wingtips pivot up and down to give it some realism. This Avengers transport is a nice little gift. But will the Quinjet live up to its name and earn 5 points for the Marvel Avengers? We're going to find out in approximately 4 minutes. Well, truth be told, that was not the most exciting gift I've ever seen, but if anybody knows how to make dull-looking ships, it's LEGO Star Wars. Let's see what we have behind door number 2 and hope it's not something as dull as the thing we got for the Avengers or from the Avengers. And of course it is. I mean, big lineup of minifigures yesterday, so not surprising to see a ship in here today. I have no idea what that is. It's definitely not the Millennium Falcon. Is it that thing there? Maybe? No, it's definitely got more parts. In fact, let's have a look. Actually quite impressive little bag of parts there, but do they add up to an impressive ship? Let's put it together and see if we can figure out what it is. So apparently, after a little research, this is called the Justifier. You do get a nice pile of pieces, but the instructions on the box are damn near impossible to follow. I think LEGO's hoping you'll go out and buy the full size set to see how this works. Good. Of course, when you look at the pictures of the full size model, you'll realise I've got this one the wrong way round. This is the correct orientation. You might remember yesterday we got the Omega minifigure. I mentioned she appeared in one other set, and it is the Justifier. At the front we find the flight deck, which is represented by a 1x1 trans tile. There are also wingtips, although they do seem a little out of proportion with the body. These also appear to be missing 2 laser cannons. I suppose there's only so much you can do with a build of this scale. Around the back we find perhaps the most identifiable component. This is apparently a large adjustable thruster pillar. Like the holiday Quinjet, this sits kind of awkwardly on its own, but when you mount it creatively, it looks a little bit more pleasing. Does the Justifier justify gift of the day? We'll find out very soon. And so we reach our final calendar for Saturday the 2nd of December, and it is Lego City. Not a great start yesterday with the little snowman dude, but I'm sure they have many good things to come. So let's do the punchy tab thing, see what we've got inside, and what do we have inside? Oh, this looks like more filler, but oh, okay. So it looks like some kind of signpost maybe, but actually what's that? If that's a stickered part I'll be upset, but that actually looks quite nice. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, signpost not very interesting, but it does look like we've got a a nice printed piece in here on a shield or whatever that shape of element is. Anyway, not a lot here, but I do like the printed part. So let's put this together and we'll see if we've been cheated or whether we've been given something pretty good. It's slim pickings from LEGO City today with only 9 elements inside the crinkly bag. That made construction mercifully simple, especially when you consider that one of the parts was a spare. No, not that kind of spare. The high point of this gift is a 2x3 pentagonal printed part. As you can see, this is pointing the way to Santa, his reindeer, and there's some snowflakes. This part is, at the time of filming, exclusive to the LEGO City calendar. Adding to the festive Christmas credentials, we do have a couple of mounds of snow at the base of the signpost. I also like the alternating red and white cylinder elements, which makes this look a little bit like the North Pole. While it may be lacking in part count and design expertise, this is actually quite a charming little gift. It certainly ticks the box for festive, but I don't know whether this will be good enough to win Gift of the Day. And so we have our final roster of gifts from behind every door number 2 of every LEGO Advent Calendar. After an absolutely epic start yesterday with 4 minifigures and a snow person, we've come back down to earth with a bit of a bump. From LEGO Harry Potter we got a selection of Wizarding candy from Honeyduke's Sweet Shop. LEGO Friends threw in as many parts as they could and hoped we could find something good to build from it. From LEGO City we got this sign complete with custom printing, and from Marvel Avengers we got this holiday Quinjet, because that's a thing. Finally, in true festive form from LEGO Star Wars, we got the Justifier. So which one of these gifts deserves to pick out the best flavour from Bertie Bott's Every Flavour beans? And which one deserves to get the one that tastes like Mrs H's cooking? I'm joking, Mrs H can't cook. Let's award some points! In last place, earning 1 point for LEGO Friends, is the Festive Arch. It's big and it's colourful, but so is Pennywise the Clown, and he's not staying in my house. Coming in 4th and earning 2 points for LEGO Star Wars is the Justifier. I don't even think it's very well built. Add on the fact that it's not festive, and I think 4th place is well deserved. 3rd and earning 3 points for LEGO City is the Festive Signpost. Okay, it's not very exciting, but I do really like that printed element. Today's runner-up might get me into a little bit of trouble. I'm giving 4 points and 2nd place to Marvel Avengers for the Holiday Quinjet. It's a really nice build, but I'm not really buying the let's make it red, white and gold thing. 1st place and 5 points goes to the Boy What Gone Done Lived, Harry Potter. This is very much on theme, and I like the inclusion of 3 very iconic Wizarding World sweets. But do you agree with today's points? Do I deserve a visit from the Heart Lake City Mafia's amputation squad for giving 1 point to LEGO Friends? Or do I deserve to pull out the worst tasting Bertie Bott's Every Flavour bean of them all? Hershey's Kisses. As always, please do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I do read them all, and I'm going to respond to as many as I possibly can. Also, if you haven't already subscribed, please do that now. But not before we find out which gift gets a bonus point for Festive Gift of the Day. For me this is a no-brainer, and LEGO City get the bonus point. But Jeremy, I hear you say, how do these points affect this year's leaderboard? In last place with 6 points, it's LEGO Friends. Also in last place with 6 points is LEGO City. And joining them in the pit of despair with 6 points, it's the Marvel Avengers. LEGO Star Wars has moved up to 2nd place with 5 points. And that means Harry Potter has been promoted to the Wizengamot with a massive 9 points. Of course, like the direction of the wind, all of that could change in a heartbeat tomorrow. With 10 doors down and 110 to open, we got everything to play for. As always, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and say hi in the comments. I'll be back again on Super Sunday, so thanks a million for checking out the video, stay safe, and I'll see you bright and early tomorrow.